evening. Hope you are enjoying your Easter holidays. On this 19th day of April 2025, we are so glad to have you tuned in KUTV Weekend Live. We have just lots of stories lined up for you. As I always say, our reporters have been up and about doing what they are best at, which is gathering and packaging news stories to get you informed. And at this point, Weekend Live starts. And this broadcast is live across all our social media platforms. On YouTube, it's KUTV News Kenya. On X, it's KUTV_Kenya. Eugene Wafuli is our sign language interpreter for the day. My name is Ochieng, Cynthia. Welcome. Religious leaders in Likoni have expressed concern over the rise in criminal activities involving the young population in the area. According to the clergy, youth-led criminal gangs continue to harass residents and visitors daily. However, the Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI Mohammed Ibrahim Amin, has assured Kenyans that security efforts are being intensified. Here is the report.
Threat. These remarks come. The menace of crime in the coastal region continues to spark alarm, most recently from religious leaders in Likoni who have called for urgent action to address the growing threat. These remarks comes just days after National Crime Research Center (NCRC) released a preliminary report revealing that Mombasa County leads with a total of 73 criminal gangs. While addressing journalists, the clergy condemned the tendency of some politicians to use youth as pawns to incite violence, warning that such tactics only fuel the problem further than solving it.
Aidha, kutumia hawa vijana kama vyombo vya kuleta vurugu ili nipige vita mwanasiasa mwenzangu. Kwa hili ni jambo ambalo tungependa kulilani kwa maneno mazito iwezekanavyo.
In a bid to counter the trend, the church has launched a program titled Making Life Responsible Choices, now being implemented in 3 local schools. The initiative aims to teach students values and deter them from criminal lifestyles.
Na nashukuru Mungu pia serikali wakati imeanzisha mpango ambao unaitwa National Positive Parenting. Na sasa tayari tumeenda kanisa la Juda, kanisa la Changamwe na Chani, na sasa wanaendelea na malezi pale Kilifi ambapo pia malezi haya mazuri yanaendelea kufundishwa.
However, the leaders are calling for closer collaboration between parents, political leaders, and religious institutions to address the root causes of crime among youth, including drug abuse, unsustainable family environments, and poverty.
Kwa vyombo vya usalama tumeviona na navipongeza, vimekuwa vinaingia bila kudhulumu mtu.
Speaking earlier today in Mombasa, the DCI Director Mohammed Ibrahim Amin said that the department is fully prepared to ensure national security is upheld.
We are fully prepared to make sure that our people enjoy maximum peace and security, all the way from Banga to Kiunga up to Taita Taveta.
Some of the most notorious gangs in the area include Panga Boys, Gaza, and Squad Chafu, known for violent robberies, muggings, and assaults using blunt weapons. Alarmingly, boys as young as 13 years of age are reportedly being recruited into these gangs, raising serious concerns over the involvement of minors in organized crime. Yvonne Kemuma, KUTV.
And the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, has said that former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua should not expect special treatment from the police on his personal insecurities. Director Mohammed Amin told Gachagua to report security threats on his life to the nearest police station instead of making public statements. Speaking at Mamangina waterfront in Mombasa County, Amin said Gachagua should expect treatment just like any other Kenyan and asked him to report to a police station any threat on his life and get assistance. In a letter stated in the allegations against top security officials last week, Gachagua claimed his life is in danger.
That matter was adequately responded to by the Inspector General of the National Police Service. That if the former Deputy President has an issue in a matter concerning constituting a threat to his life and property, he should go and report to the nearest police station and not to engage himself in media theatrics. Any reported crime, just like in other citizens of the country, will be investigated to its logical conclusion. Mine, I associate myself fully with the sentiments of the Inspector General and encourage him to go and report the matter to his nearest police station. And he will be treated and accorded assistance just like in other citizens of this country.
Moving on, Embu Governor Wavinya Ndeti has called on Kenyans to continue praying for the country, especially during these challenging times. She was speaking to the media during the ongoing Easter holiday. At the same time, the governor urged Embu residents to remain cautious during the rainy season, warning against crossing swollen river or venturing into flood-prone areas. She emphasized the importance of prioritizing safety to prevent avoidable tragedies.
Leo tu ni kushukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa sababu alimtuma mwanae wa pekee Yesu Kristo akafa kwa sababu yetu ndio tuweze kuokolewa. Sisi hatuna cha kumpa Mwenyezi Mungu ila roho zetu, na tutawale katika maisha yetu na atuweke vizuri wakati huu wa Easter. Tunajua mvua pengine sasa itaanza kunyesha, na ikinyesha kwa wingi tunawauliza watu wetu, tafadhali msiingie mchana, maji ni mengi, msipite kwa mito. Hata ukilala pande hiyo siku moja, you'll be able to save maisha yako. Kwa hivyo tujichunge sana wakati wa mvua, tusipoteze watu kama wakati ule tulipoteza, na Mwenyezi Mungu atatupatia mvua.
And to some sad news, 4 people have been confirmed dead following a tragic road accident in early hours of Saturday morning in Ruiru, near Mambalin in Embu, or rather Kiambu County. The incident occurred at around 3:40 a.m. when a private vehicle rammed into a stationary trailer. All 4 occupants and the car died on the spot during the force of the impact. Bodies were moved to Thika General Cargo Mortuary for preservation and post-mortem. Authorities confirmed the road was tarmacked and weather conditions were calm at the time. Mau Mau veterans from Narok County are appealing to President William Ruto's government to intervene and help them get compensation from the British government for the suffering and atrocities inflicted upon them during Kenya's struggle for independence. The veterans claim that for the past 70 years, they have not received any compensation, forcing them to live in poverty, lacking both shelter and food.
For over 70 years, the freedom fighters who took part in the struggle to liberate Kenya from colonial rule and their families have lived in pain due to the failure to receive compensation from the British colonialists for the suffering they endured during the fight for independence. Wanjiku Wagashoka, 102-year-old elder, recounts how the lack of Mau Mau compensation has left surviving heroes in dire condition. Wanjiku herself says she has neither food nor a place to call home.
Mimi ni mtu ya Mau Mau. Na mimi nilikuwa napeleka chakula msitoni. Na bwana wangu aliuliwa huko msitoni. Sasa mimi hakuna pale nakaa. Hata mimi nahangaika na wengine wale marivakia manahangaika, watoto wetu pale mariwasho na wazazi wao manakaa kule.
The Mau Mau Heroes Trustee Association, which has been at the forefront of seeking justice and compensation for the Mau Mau fighters, is calling on Kenya Kwanza government to fight for their rights after such a long period of wait.
Ambayo tunapenda serikali yetu ambayo tumechagua, tunalia kwa sababu ya compensation ya Mau Mau Original Trust ama ya Wakenya. Wamekaa tangu 1962 wakifuatilia 62 tukifuatilia watoto wao wakilia, na tumesema tumepata serikali mzuri ambayo atatupea hiyo compensation.
However, the associations representing the Mau Mau heroes have yet to resolve the challenge of uniting a call by the government which will make it easier for them to push and receive compensation from the Britain. Blue Smile Hassan, KUTV.
And we are up for our first commercial break. Stay tuned, we'll be back.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Ochieng James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia,
they find it quite strange talking to you.
We should just make schools integrated,
Inclusive setups.
by providing the right facilities.
You are watching Weekend Live with Ochieng, Cynthia.
Welcome back, and let's keep on informing you. Now, the Agriculture Business Development Program, funded by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, has awarded 9.02 million Kenyan shillings in grants to 44 entrepreneur groups in Migori County to boost their fish chain. During a check presentation in Migori County, County Executive Committee member Lucas Mosenda stated that the grants aim to support fish farmers, processors and trainers into improving aquaculture productivity.
44 entrepreneur groups in Migori County has been awarded 9.0 million in grant to boost their fish production businesses. The support comes through the Aquaculture Business Development Program, funded by International Fund for Agriculture Development. Speaking at a hotel in Migori Town during the check presentation, Migori County Executive Committee member for Agriculture, Livestock and Blue Economy, Lucas Mosenda, emphasized that the grant will continue supporting this group in enhancing agricultural production.
Kwa mpango wa Aquaculture Business Development Program ambayo inafadhiliwa na shirika la IFAD, tumeweza kutoa grants. Grants ni pesa ambazo tunapatia vikundi mbalimbali katika kaunti yetu. Na kutengeneza tu breakdown ni kwamba tuko na vikundi viwili ambavyo vinafaidika na hela za Kenya 500,000 Kwa hivyo hiyo ni shilingi 1,000,000 ambayo imeenda kwa vikundi viwili. Alafu kuna vikundi 5 ambavyo no vikundi 10 ambavyo kila kikundi kinafaidika na shilingi nusu milioni. Kwa hivyo hapo tumepata shilingi 500,000 ambazo zinaenda kwa vikundi mbalimbali. Alafu tuko na vikundi 32 ambavyo vimefadhiliwa shilingi 1,100 kila kikundi. Hizo ni shilingi 3.2 kuwawezesha kuinua na kutekeleza masuala ya aquaculture field schools.
And as the county fishery officer George Ochola notes, extension officer will monitor the proper use of the fund.
That at the end of it all, when the year turns, and of course we are going to follow up through our extension officers and even ourselves together with Waziri, we'll make sure we follow up to ensure and to get to know if this money ever did what was expected of each group. You have had 32 groups are going to get 100,000 each, and 10 groups are going to get 500,000 each. This is not a small money, and this is going to impact big time on the lives of our farmers in the fish production industry.
Beneficiaries express gratitude and plead to use the money wisely for economic empowerment.
Na leo hii tuko na furaha kubwa na shangwe kwa kupata msaada ambayo imetoka kwa ABDP kuja kutusaidia kwa kazi tunayofanya huko nyumbani ya kilimo, ufugaji wa samaki. Na kwa wenzetu ambao tumepata pesa, tunaenda kutumia hili pesa ili tuinue uchumi wetu kama wakulima, hali yetu ya chakula, na hata kazi mengine pia itatusaidia.
Shukuru sana kwa sababu hiyo grant tunaenda kufundisha wakulima wengine kuhusu ufugaji wa samaki, kuchimba vidimbwi ambavyo tutaweka samaki, tulishe alafu tutauza pia, na wengine tunawaambia kwamba wale wakulima ambao hawajachimba pia tutawashauri ili waweze kuingia wachimbe vidimbwi kwa wingi, tufuge samaki ili iwe lishe bora kwa familia zetu.
Farmers in Migori County by giving them funds and making sure that the business grow by all doing follow-ups on the same to make sure that the groups are using the fund adequately. Rael Makona, KUTV.
Thank you, Makona, for that. Now, a section of Bondo residents have come out guns blazing, demonstrating against Siaya Governor James Orengo, who has recently stirred controversy within the Orange Democratic Movement Party. They are following the open defiance of the Orange Party's newly found relationship with the ruling UDA party forming the broad-based government. The residents now want the Orange Democratic Movement to immediately activate its disciplinary mechanism to have the governor disciplined for allegedly embarrassing both the party and the Siaya community.
We demand that Siaya Governor James Orengo unequivocally apologize publicly to Raila Amolo Odinga over what he did during the burial of Raila's bodyguard.
Kama wewe ni governor enye ulipewa ticket na Raila Amolo Odinga, kwa na akili kwamba usiwe unadharau baba yetu. Ukiwa unadharau baba yetu ni kama umetugusa roho. Hatutakubali my friend. Hatutakubali rafiki.
Scientists in Kenya say they are studying a mealworm native to Africa that can consume and biodegrade plastic. Experts report the mealworm produces enzymes that can help break down plastic waste. Juma Majanga reports from Nairobi.
Evelyn Wamboi and other scientists are busy working at this lab at the International Center for Insect Physiology and Ecology, or ICIPE, in Nairobi. She says they are studying a type of mealworm that can eat and break down plastics.
This insect is going to be of help because we've identified, first, it can consume the plastic, especially the styrofoam, and two, it has a group of bacteria that is helping in the plastic degradation process.
Wamboi and fellow scientist Crisanta Zimbi Tanga are among 4 ICIPE experts who co-authored a September report in the journal Nature.
The advantage with this insect is that it is native to Kenya and in Africa in general, compared to the other mealworm that has been described in other parts of the world, like the yellow mealworm. And so this makes us to have a home-based solution, and an insect that has adapted to our climatic environment has been able to survive and strive within the environment.
The UN Environment Programme says plastic pollution is one of the biggest environmental challenges facing the world. There are more than 400 million tons of plastic produced annually, but less than 10% get recycled. The scientists at ICIPE are studying ways to collect the bacteria living in the worm's guts and find out whether they can be used to manage plastic waste.
Those bacteria can be harnessed from the insect, and then we do a scale up of, produce millions and millions of these bacteria that can be used to degrade the polystyrene waste.
But some environmental activists aren't convinced the findings will solve the plastic waste problem.
We've only found insects that only degrade a certain type of plastics, polystyrene, PET, and we have a lot of forms of plastics. So what of the other forms of plastics? And also, once these insects have eaten these plastics, what is the byproduct?
We are not saying that it's a silver bullet, but what we are saying is that it could be an integrated approach in plastic management. If you can bring down plastic degradation by 30 to 50%, that would be a very huge impact in terms of waste management in the continent.
Mutwal says the best way to address the plastic problem is to produce less of it.
So you have a lot of problematic and unnecessary plastics like the sachets, the PET bottles, which we really do not need, which is like straws and the rest. We need to cut the production of those ones.
Mutwal says Kenya is one of the 34 countries that have banned single-use plastic bags in Africa as the continent continues to grapple with the problem of plastic pollution. Juma Majanga, VOA News, Nairobi.
As we take this second break, remember that you can find us across all our social media platforms. That is on YouTube,
ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kimweli.
Baada ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Welcome to Engine, where we ask the coolest questions in science. Let's go! Is yogurt really just rotten milk? Why do humans need sharks to survive? How did a 12-year-old boy from Africa invent modern vanilla farming? How do you deliver medicine to a chimpanzee? Can poop be useful? How can you save the planet by reducing air pollution? To help us answer these questions, we are inviting some wonderful guests from the world of science. They will enlighten you, make you hungry for knowledge, oxygenate your brain, and make your ideas flow. This is Engine Season 3. Let's go!
In a world where uncertainty rules and opportunities are scarce, it's time to break from the barrier and unlock your full potential.
We must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have.
We will explore the fascinating world of investment, trade secrets, business strategies and entrepreneurship.
Sasa challenges ziko mingi sana. Parking ya mzigo imekuwa mbaya. Unaweka pesa yako na kataa kurudi.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, what you covered with invaluable insights to help you succeed.
Now, this year we have seen a rebound in the economy, which is well above the global average of the 3%.
Join me, Anyango Sylvia, every Sunday and Monday on KUTV News at 9, and let's turn your dreams into reality.
Welcome back, and let's get sporty. Now, Kenya National Under-17 Women Team Junior Starlets intensified the training ahead of the final round of FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Cameroon set for this Sunday at Nyayo Stadium. The Mildred Cheche-led charge will be hoping to use home advantage to inflict pain on the Cameroon before the return leg that will be played in Cameroon on the 25th of April 2025 to qualify for the second time in row. The winner of the two-legged tie will qualify for the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, which will take place in Morocco from October the 17th to November 8th.
Si tunajibelieve na tunajitrust na tunajua football sio mwili, atuangalie physical body yao na tuangalie venye wao ni wakubwa. Tunajua last year wacheza na under 20 wakawapiga, but sisi tunajibelieve na tunajua tunataka kupata win tukiwa home.
Kwa majina ni Lorini Lavonga. Tukiprepare game ya kesho, mimi niko na psych na believe kwa teammates wangu na believe pia in God. Najua sisi tunaenda kujituma na sisi wanga tuangalie mwili. Tunatumia tactics tuko nazo na tunajiaminia wenyewe na psyche iko juu. Kesho venye tunaenda kuface Cameroon, sisi boli yetu tunataka tucheze boli ya chini, juu tukiweka boli ya juu wako na height na pia wako na mwili, but ball sai sisi tunatumia akili.
We expect a very competitive match tomorrow because Cameroon is not an easy team. We're also not an easy team. So it will be a very competitive match, and whoever prepares tactically well will carry the day. We only lost to the under-20 against their senior team. We won. So for the under 17, it's very different because all players are young, and all players they are not tactically well prepared. So most of them is more of the individual brilliance. So we will look out to outdo them tactically.
Thank you for staying with us here at KUTV Weekend Live. Eugene Wafula has been our sign language interpreter. My name is Ochieng. Cynthia, till next time, do have a good, blessed night.